Okay, so it seems that there's been a pretty crazy situation going on with Filian. Well, I say with Filian fans who believe that they have found her, but also like not as Filian, as a new VTuber, which again is very interesting because, you know, people wouldn't really expect that sort of thing. But it definitely is a very interesting clip that has been going pretty viral over the past couple of hours or so. I've seen so many Filian fans reposting it, replaying it, liking it, whatever you like, literally anything, right? And it's been pretty insane to see. So essentially this is the clip. Obviously, this is one from the Fillian snack factory saying, Fillian is found. She made a secret channel and is streaming into the void, waiting for snackers to solve the ARG to find her. Now, again, they claim that it's a secret channel. They claim that, you know, she was actually found or whatever. And I'm going to play the clip because obviously it is pretty funny how similar she does sound to Filian.
I am not Filian! What if Filian disappeared and created a new channel called Manta waiting for snackers to Hey, how do you know? Spam a name, you Filian! I'm not Filian! Why are these people saying Filian 3 times already today? Like at this point I'm trying to ignore it, but I can't! I've only just started stream and it's the only fucking conversation that ever you guys ever fucking bring up! Do a flip! Oh my god. I will do a flip. Yeah, you ready? You ready? You ready? Here it comes! Fuck you! I am not Filian!
So yeah, that is essentially the clip that has been going viral. Now, as you can tell, it does sound very, very much like Filian. She has the same mannerisms, the same, you know, getting loud into the mic kind of thing. And essentially just, you know, she has the same kind of a way of speaking. But one thing that I think doesn't fit so much is the kind of like accent, the kind of voice itself. And obviously someone actually tagged me in this, Janice, is that their name? Saying it's very unlikely that it's Filian, the accent doesn't fit, but what do you think? Obviously tagged me in it, so thank you for tagging me in that. But essentially, yeah, it definitely sounds like she has some kind of at least European accent to me. Maybe it isn't a European accent, and maybe it's something else. By European, I mean a European country. I don't know exactly which European country it is, but it sounds just different, right? And if you know, take a closer look, and obviously you guys go back and listen to it again if you want, and make up your own mind, right? But it doesn't sound exactly like her. She definitely has that kind of little accent there, which kind of puts her a little bit different to Filian. But as I said, I think it's the kind of way that she is speaking and the way that she is pronouncing things and, you know, getting louder into the mic and things like that is exactly the way that Filian would do, right? I think there is, you know, an art to kind of copying the way someone speaks. For example, if you think about like people that do like Donald Trump impressions, you know, they do the whole hand thing and they do the whole like speaking slowly and using certain words. Of course, that is a, you know, those are the mannerisms of Trump. But obviously you could do that in a normal voice or whatever, and it could sound very similar anyways, because you're still doing the mannerisms, right? So I think that is kind of like the explanation for me, at least. So yeah, obviously people did tag her as well, saying she's doing a 24-hour stream right now. Come say hi to this chaotic gremlin. Her name is Manta VT, and obviously this is the account. Now, this is the kind of thing that, you know, kind of opens and shuts the case for me. Of course, you can see, you know, the account was created on October 2024. So this is well before the hiatus or anything to do with Filian. So, of course, I think it is just someone, you know, just that has been caught up in this and just happens to sound similar to Filian, which I think obviously is quite funny. But yeah, I think it is pretty interesting, right? Still, it is an interesting, you know, kind of, what do you call it, theory to make, I guess, that she's on a secret channel and is waiting for us to find her. But, you know, as you can see as well, I think also another thing that makes people think, you know, Filian quite a bit with this VTuber is the fact that they use this like 3D model, which I think has a very similar style to Filian's. Obviously, like the eyes and things look very, very similar to Filian as well, right? You know, just the whole, literally just the whole of it, right? I think it doesn't help as well that I'm assuming this was edited by a Filian clipper, who has obviously edited it very much like a Filian short, which further makes it feel like Filian. I mean, you know, you can see how it's like kind of all adding up to the point where it's created this effect of this kind of perfect, you know, this is Filian type thing, when obviously, you know, we know it's not, but it is pretty, it is interesting to see how, you know, I wonder if she has inspired this VTuber or not to kind of, you know, make content, because, you know, it would make a lot of sense if she was one of her inspirations to kind of start or whatever. Obviously, yeah, they're saying check Able for channel for more info. Obviously, they have more clips as well.
Like, you guys seriously overestimate how much content creation makes. I mean, there was that load like video recently. Like, unless you're like sponsor, you don't really make money. And even if you did make money, you have to put it back into streaming. Otherwise, if you don't, you become fucking irrelevant and then you lose all your money again, you know what I mean? Don't think you can, dude. There is no one as good as me around these blocks, okay? I am.
And again, I do think as well, just as a VTuber on her own, without the whole Fillian thing, I think she's a very entertaining VTuber just from the way that she speaks, right? So I am hopeful that this does kind of provide her an audience anyways, and people like, you know, start to watch her more because of this kind of clip and things, because of course it can be pretty, you know, scary, like a ton of people saying that you're Fillian. But yeah, I think she seems, you know, quite nice. And as I said, with the whole accent thing, you can hear whenever she was saying like sponsors. You know, I feel like Filian would say it slightly different. Obviously, Manta here was saying it more like sponsors, which is more of a, as I said, like it feels like a European country accent. Again, I don't know which one. It could be Dutch, it could be German, it could be whatever, right? I don't know. But you know, it does have that kind of mannerism, or not mannerism, that kind of like sound to it whenever she pronounces her S's, which Fillian doesn't do. And obviously Fillian has a much more American accent, right? You know, or like whatever you want to call it, the classic kind of accent that you hear, right? And say she is clearly not Fillian because she is not pregnant. Oh, good point. So I mean, minus the accent, she does sound a little bit like Fillian. And as I said, you know, she does sound a little bit like Fillian. She's British and speaking Japanese, as far as I understood so far watching her. She's British? Really? Damn. Oh, translated from Japanese. Okay, so see that. Okay, maybe she. I don't know. As I said, it sounded like a European accent to me. But maybe, you know. Hold on, let's just keep.
The best Fillian impersonator. No one can beat me when it comes to that. Absolutely no one. I mug all you fuckers. I even mug Filian herself because she doesn't even stream. Okay, the only thing I will say is someone called me a 2-view recently and that fucking upset me. What if Filian disappeared, created a new channel called Manta waiting for snackers to... Wait, how did he know? How did he know? He knows too much. Shoot him. Like, when people do this shit, bro, oh, God.
Yeah, so again, you know, they say she's British and speaking Japanese. Again, yeah, okay. Like, again, I don't know much about the VTuber, so maybe that could be the case, and that's why she's got that accent, right? Because of the whole Japanese stuff. But to me, it sounded European. I don't know how, but maybe you guys agree, maybe you guys don't. Definitely doesn't sound British though. You know, as you can tell by comparing my voice to hers, right? But again, I think it is interesting, and obviously a lot of people are gonna probably now be joining in her chat. As they said, she's doing a 24-hour stream right now, apparently, so you can go in and say hi. I'm sure the stream is probably popping off. Let's just take a quick look, shall we? Let's just take a quick... Oh my god, that's insane. She got 400 viewers. Okay, that's cool. Got 6.9 thousand followers. So yeah, it seems like she's getting a lot of support. A lot of people have been joining. Seems like there's, yeah, a lot of first-time messages as well within there. So again, obviously a positive for Manta there. Hopefully they can get, you know, obviously some more viewers in and stuff like that from this, because I think it is pretty funny. It is quite a funny coincidence. The whole kind of like sounding similar to Fillian, having a similar kind of setup to her as well, in the sense of like the model and all of this kind of stuff, which again, I think those are the main kind of things that, you know, kind of makes everybody think that it is Fillian, or that it's like a secret account for her, because of those kind of things and the mannerisms, as I said, and the way that the clip is edited too. Of course, that is also another kind of way they can kind of like, I guess, trick you into thinking that it's like Fillian, or like it's Fillian content, because all of it screams Fillian, right? All of it screams Fillian content, apart from, I would say, the actual voice itself, which, yeah, if you actually do compare the two voices, it does sound, you know, quite a bit different. But as I said, the mannerisms, the way that, you know, she gets louder and quieter and whatever, definitely sounds very, very familiar to Fillian. And it has been very interesting to see everybody pointing this out. So yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Fillian has been found. It seems like we will still be searching for her. And yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be a couple more months, isn't it? Oh god. But yeah, that's about it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.